Let me start. As I said, we'll be discussing this Azure Data Engineer course content, demo, each and everything. First, let me go ahead and start here. Okay. See, today we'll be discussing all this one. What is data? What is database? Why we need database? What all databases are there? What is RDBMS? What is data warehouse? What is big data? Okay. What is Hadoop? Okay. What is cloud? First of all, why we need a cloud? What exactly data engineering will do? What are the roles of data engineering? What technologies is used as part of which one data engineer, okay, role or course or career, each and everything we'll discuss one by one. Now let me start first, okay. About myself. See, myself, Arjun, I have total 15 years of IT experience. Okay. I started my career with database. Okay. That is Oracle, SQL, and PLSQL, Unix. Okay. This is what I started my career. Later point of time, I got a chance to work on 1 year SAP BODS ETL2, okay, and currently, okay, sorry, ETL SSIS project. These are the tools which I got a chance to work on it, okay. In my current company, okay, this SSIS also I worked for around 2 to 3 years, okay. I have total 15 years of experience I have, which is related to this one, okay. After I started my career, okay, as I mentioned here, if you see, I started my career with Oracle, like many of you who are working database. But later point of time in my career, I got a chance to work on all these databases, SQL Server, Redshift, Athena, Sybase, Hive. And coming to scripting, shell scripting and Python and ETL tools, as I mentioned this one. And currently, okay, the big data projects I'm working, the big data means it will be there like two types of big data you can consider. One is, okay, the core big data that heart and holds each and everything. That is Hadoop, Scoop, okay, and all will be there. Uzi, that related to project one I worked. Then Azure Data Engineer projects right now I'm working. Okay. Arjun, what is normal big data Hadoop? What is Azure Data Engineer? Okay. And why this Hadoop won't be there now. Okay. Each and everything I will cover. Don't worry. I'm just telling this is my experience. And coming to reporting tools, Jasper report, Crystal report, Power BI. Okay. Tableau, I'll not say, just I will help a little bit. These reports, I have some knowledge. I did not work, but when I working with the team in a team, will be closely working with the reporting team and all. Okay. That's where I got some knowledge, but I'm not say I worked on this one. I can say I'm having a knowledge, but all above, right? Okay. I worked, okay, with hands on each and everything. This is just brief about myself. And I have around 10 years of teaching experience. Okay. With this, let me start. As I said, okay, who can learn this course? Okay. People will be there, freshers, working non-IT, okay, and working in IT, but they wanted to switch the technology, or they might have some gap after education, whatever it is, looking for a job. Everyone can learn, okay, these three. But freshers means, as you know, right? Fresher means a fresher, okay. You should learn something, anything, whether you wanted to go to UI side, whether you want to go to, okay, data side, whether you want to go to DevOps side, based upon your interest, right? You should learn something. Okay. In that, okay, whatever you're picking, you should learn the complete subject, then look for a job. Okay. If you are interested to start your career, the data side, then I can say this will be the best course, okay, which will be covering SQL and everything. Okay. No, Arjun, I'm working in non-IT to IT. Yes, that also possible. Okay. I have some gap. I'm not working anywhere. That also possible. I want to switch to data engineer. That also possible. Okay. For all, okay, I'll be covering. With that, let me start first. Okay. So as I said, this demo, by keeping everyone in the mind, I'll be going through. If you're already working in IT and data side, you may be feeling a bored for some time. Okay. Bear with me. With that, thank you. If you have any questions, please ping in the chat. I will answer. Okay. Later point of time, whenever I see if it is relevant that time, I will answer. Thank you. Now, let me start. Arjun, what is this data engineer? See, frankly telling, you cannot tell directly what is data engineer without talking about first main thing is data. Arjun, what is data? See, data can be anything. You're all here, joined in the classroom. So we call you as a students. Correct. Okay. So your name, your mobile number, your mail address, whether you're working or not working, what is your address, what is your qualification, and why you want to join this course. Okay. So this data, if I ask you, all of you, either 10, 15 members or whatever it is there, if I collect and if I keep in this format, that we call as a data. If I ask you, tell me your name and mobile number, if you're sharing, that is called data. Same way, if you go to whether you go DMart, Amazon, Swiggy, Zomato, you will be telling your name, your address, okay? What that details will be keeping your mobile number and everything. If you go to bank, that is called what? Customer data. But same if you go to hospital, it will be patient data. See, wherever you go, whatever we are sharing about us is called data. Or whatever you see in your day-to-day life, which you see surrounding to you, everything is a data. You are taking your mobile, okay, you are using YouTube, okay, you are doing WhatsApp, you are doing something Google. If you go and check, there will be analytics, how much time you spend on YouTube, how much time you spend on what you can say Google, each and everything. That is called what? Data. It's about what? Data. That means how you are using your mobile. That also is capturing in the back end. If you go and check, that will show the report. Everything is data. You are placing order in Swiggy, that is a data. Okay. Arun, morning from so and so restaurant. Okay. He placed 2 plates of idli, one dosha. What is that one? It's a order. Arjun placed so and so thing. It's a order. That is called what? Data. Each and everything what we are seeing surrounding to us in our day-to-day life is called data. That data, if you are storing somewhere, that place is called database. That place is called what? Database. Because today I placed order. Okay. I wanted to see what order I placed after 1 week. If that information is not stored, how will I know? Okay. The companies will be storing the data somewhere. That place is called database. That place is called what? Database. Okay. I hope, okay, you understood with this what is data, what is database. Okay. Simply, you can keep your house expenses list also. Okay. Arjun, today, how much money I spent for milk, for curd, for movie, for recharge, for Netflix, for anything, whatever you are spending. Okay. If you are writing somewhere in Excel or book, that also called data. Okay. Or what and all calls you are making, that now also called what? Data. Arjun, I understand what is data. I understand what is where will be stored. That is called database. But first of all, why we need to store? As I mentioned, to store the data and retrieve whenever we want. To understand our business. To understand our business means what is happening to my business. Okay. How many orders we got, okay, month on month, day by day, hour on hour, location wise location. Okay, I wanted to see my business trends and everything. To understand, okay, business and all, I need to store the data. Based upon data only I can understand, and I can, sorry, support my business. What do you mean support business, Arjun? I place order in Meghana for biryani, okay, that item they delivered, then I will call, hey, this food is not good. Hey, tell me your order ID. They'll ask order ID. Why? They will be checking my order ID. Okay, when the biryani is sent, from whom they sent, which courier guy they sent, whatever it is, right? If they're not storing that data, how they will understand? Okay, when I placed the order, okay, what kind of issues are there, each and everything. To support the business, to understand the business, okay, they need to store the data. So people, every business will be storing the data. Arjun, where and all they can store? See, they can store in a notepad, they can store in a book, they can store in Excel. This and all they can store. If you ask me, we are from Akshara, we are storing data in Excel. Okay. Why, Arjun? See, Akshara is institute which is having in one location in a Marathali. Okay. We may be getting a student per month, maybe 100, 200, 300, or 500, whatever it is. Okay. 10 to 500, whatever it is. That data we can manage in Excel. We can support our business properly. Okay. But the problem with this one is this and all is single user databases. Which user? Single user. What does it mean? At a time, only one user can read, write data into this one. What if Akshara Institute is there in Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, different places? Everyone want to store the data, students inquiry, all those things. It will not support this one. So people has to go to RDBMS database. Which database? RDBMS. What is RDBMS? It's a relational database management system. Okay. Wait and pause for a minute. Now let's go and see till here. Are you clear till here, everyone? I need your what you can say confirmation or response in the chat window. That will help me to know how much you are understanding. Okay, are you with me or not? If you have any question, please ask within this four. If you have any doubt,
It's clear for me, sir.
everyone, don't mind. Okay, even I think you understand. Okay, even you are in my situation also. Okay, as a trainer or something, if you're telling to someone, opposite person should give response. If but the response is not coming, it will be difficult for you also to speak. If you are having normal conversation also, that's why I need. If you have a doubt, feel free to ask me. I will clarify the doubt. If I don't know, okay, I will say I don't know. I will check. If I know this is not the right time, I'll keep in the pending notes. If I know and this is the right time, I'll clarify now only. But asking doubt your responsibility, and if it is clear, giving the thumbs up also is your responsibility. Thank you. Thanks for all your response. Thank you. So you understood what is data? It's anything, whatever we do, that we are storing somewhere called database. Why we have to do? Later point of time to retrieve, okay, to support the business, we need to do. What all databases are there? You can store a notepad, book, Excel. That's not the single user databases. But that won't support if you are having a multi-user database is required, then you have to go to RDBMS. What is RDBMS? Relational Database Management System. Okay, what does it mean? If you studied someone from computer science, BTech, degree and all, will have something called DBMS, RDBMS subject. No, Arjun, I studied BA, BCom, no problem. Okay, that all will cover. Okay, that's just a theory. Even I studied MCA. Okay, when I studied also, it's just a theory. Okay, will cover everything the practical. But this theory, based upon this theory, n number of RDBMS databases came into the market. See, whatever I'm talking, everything there will be a link. Okay. Later point of time, we'll understand. N number of RDBMS came into the market. Okay. Arjun, what does it mean? N number of RDBMS means what? Okay. If you see here, okay, Oracle is the company. Okay. Oracle Corporation is the company. They have their own RDBMS database called Oracle database. From Microsoft SQL Server, from IBM DB2, Sybase, PostgreSQL, Postgres. Like that, n number of databases are there. RDBMS databases are there in the market. I added below one. Don't take it that one. I'm talking about RDBMS databases. One RDBMS database you should know, okay, then okay, working another will be easy. That means, Arjun, I am from SQL Server background, working on Oracle will be easy. I am from Oracle background, working on this will be easy. Any database will be easy, whether if you know one database, whether you're working in a Spark SQL database, Snowflake database, Postgres database, Amazon Redshift, Athena, any database you go, concepts will be same. Data will be storing, it will be the table, it will have a columns, it will have a data types. We have to filter, it will be their order by, it will be their where class, it will be their group by, it will be their giants, it will be their views, it will be their set operators, it will be same. But each and every database, the syntax may be different. Syntax may be different, 10 to 20 percentage or 20, 30 percentage, 80 percentage, 90 percentage, concept will be same. What do you mean by concept? I want to filter specific data. I want to group the data. I have a data in multiple tables. I want to club and get. I have two queries. That data I want to combine and give. Okay. I have written this query. This query I want to reuse it again and again. Go for view. Like that concept will be same. That concept, how you'll be writing the code in Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, everywhere it will be same. 80 percentage to 90 percentage, 10, 20 or 30, there will be difference. That differences we can learn easily. That we can difference, learn easily. So this and all is RDBMS database. In this, any one RDBMS, we can start to learn the SQL. I will be starting with Oracle. I'll be starting with what? Oracle, SQL, I'll be teaching. No, Arjun, I want to go for SQL Server. No, Arjun, I want to go to MySQL. See, it's up to you. Any SQL is fine. I'm telling any SQL is fine. For that purpose only, I'm telling I started my career with this, but later point of time I got to work on multiple databases. I did not felt any difficulty because if I know one, other will be easy. That one I'll be covering in depth is Oracle. That will be there maybe around 20 sessions. We will see. Okay. I hope you understood what is RDBMS. Okay. Then all RDMS, if you go, it will overcome what you can say. It will overcome, okay, disadvantage what we discussed. Okay. So which RDMS will be discussing? Sorry. Which RDMS will be discussing? Oracle, which will be there around 20 classes, which will have a SQL plus will have like a procedure function. Okay. That part I'll be covering, which is required you should know for database. No, Arjun. I want to go to PLSQL developer. That's another course that I'm not talking right now. Within Oracle, we have one role called PLSQL developer. That if you wanted to go, then after this course, you have to learn the PLSQL. That will be there around 30 classes. Around 30 classes. But the SQL, PLSQL jobs also will be there. Okay. What type of job? That now also I'll explain. But right now, whatever I'm covering is what? SQL, which is related for data engineer. Plus PLSQL developer, whatever it is required, I'll be covering. Arjun, you are telling SQL and data engineer and PLSQL developer. What about Power BI guy? What about data analyst guy? What about business analyst guy? Sorry, don't take me wrong. This SQL is for everyone. You are working in a data side. This SQL will help you. I'll be covering very basic to in depth, which will have around 20 classes and around 10 assignments I'll be giving in SQL. Around 2 interview questions, discussions I'll be discussing within SQL, and one SQL differences video and all whatever is there. That now I'll be sharing, which will help you when you're going for interview and all. Okay. So now in any RDBMS database, data will be stored in which format? It will be stored in a table. What is table? It's a collection of columns and rows. Arjun, what is column? What is row? Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. What is column? What is okay? Row is nothing but if you see, okay. One second. Okay. If you see, this is called, you can say here, this whatever you are seeing is called what? Columns. Okay. The vertical lines we call columns. That means name, mobile number, gender, qualification is called what? Columns. And this horizontal one is called what? Rows. Is called what? Rows. In any RDBMS database, data will be stored in table format. It will be what? Collection of what? Columns and rows. Columns and rows. Okay, fine. Arjun, as you said, the SQL what you are covering, okay, you'll be covering. If I know SQL, okay, what are all things I can go? I'm a fresher, Arjun. I don't know. I don't know. You can go. You can get a maybe job in Excel or macros. You may go to reporting tool. You may go to PL SQL role, or you may go to data engineer role SQL with Python, or PL SQL with the Tableau, or D2K, okay, or Oracle DBA database administration side also you can go. Oracle DBA or SQL Server DBA, anything. Or you can go for ETL tool. But this ETL tool, Informatica, Ebin data set, this all is there. But this you can consider, maybe don't take me exactly, but this you can consider these tools. I don't think will be there after maybe 3 years, 5 years. Currently, it will be there in the market because now everything is moved to cloud. Okay, within Informatica only cloud related ETL tool came. Within SSIS, ADF came. Okay, and it is moving to the what cloud. There, ETL concepts will be there, but the tool will be changing. Instead of SSIS, now it's ADF. Okay, I have experience in SSIS, which I worked for 2 to 3 years. Now we migrated to this ADF. That's how it will go. Okay, what is ETL tool? I'm going to cover, but I'm just telling you, if you know SQL, if you are a fresher, you can go any one of this role. Business analyst SQL is required. Okay, manual testing, automation testing, ETL testing. Wherever you go, you need what? SQL. You need what? SQL. No, Arjun, I got a job. They're working, ask me to work in Snowflake. I'm a fresher. SQL should know must. SQL should know must. No, Arjun, I want interested to data engineer role. whether it's Azure, GCP, AWS, SQL is must. Without SQL, you cannot do anything. Even if you are a data engineer role, you cannot do anything. SQL is must, must, must. Okay. The interview pattern also, I will tell you what I attended. Okay. What a student attended based upon that pattern. If you are going for Azure data engineer role, SQL questions will be there. At least two or three questions will be there. Two or three questions will be there minimum. I can say again based upon which kind of company interview you are going. Based upon that one, who your interviewer. Okay, based upon that one, it can change. It may be one, it can be five or six. That's a different story. But I'm not worrying about only for interview. Working wise also you should do. I'll be covering everything very clearly. I hope again with this till here you know very clearly. Is it clear, everyone? Let me know if you have any question.
It's clear, sir.
Everyone? Okay. Thank you. So now, Arjun, I know you are telling this all, but what is SQL, Arjun? Okay. SQL is it's a structure query language. Okay. It's a structure query language, as you know, many people know, or everyone knows. Okay, here. Okay, which will have what? Five statements. Five statements. Okay. What are the five statements, Arjun? Okay. Let me go through here. Okay. Yeah. What are the five statements, Arjun? One is DDL. What is DDL? Data definition language statement. Another one is DML, data manipulation. Another one is TCL, transaction control. Another one is DCL, data control. Another one is data retrieval. That's called what? DRL. These are the five statements we have. And in this, we have what? Here, five commands under DDL. Under DML, we have a four. Under TCL, we have a three. Okay. I'm talking about with respect to Oracle. When you go SQL Server and all, this may not be there. It has something called breakpoint. Don't worry. Okay. And DCL will have what? Two. And a DRL will have what? One. Total will be there. 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. Plus 1, 15. These 15 commands will be there in the SQL. Aju, what is the purpose of each one of this one? Simple. Simple. I'm going to see this is a demo. As I said, regular class, I'm going to call it in depth. What I said, in any RDBMS database, data will be stored in what? Table format. It have what? Columns and rows. If you want to define this structure, if you want to define this structure like this, these are the columns in my table I want to have. You should go for command call create. You should go for command call what? Create. It is used to define structure of the table. Structure of the table. Arjun, what does it mean? What does it mean? Okay. E is nothing but, okay. You see here, okay. This is how it will be there. Create table name. Okay. Then you can mention, okay, what and all columns you need in this table. Like this, if you want to define the structure of the table, you'll go for which command? Create. Arjun, I have done, table is created. What is the purpose of this table? To store the data. Oh, I want to add the data. What is the data? Sunil, okay, this is the mobile number, okay, Bhavana, this is the mobile number, gender is female, gender is M, like that I want to do. You should go for command call insert. Which command? Insert. Insert is a command to add a row or a data. Like this will be adding insert into table name, values, like this will be doing. No, Arjun, I'm working in retail domain. Insert into order table, values, like this you'll be adding. The table will be different. Syntax will be same. If you want to add the data, you'll go for which command? Insert command, Arjun. No, Arjun. Whatever data I added, I want to change the data. Bhavana mobile number is not this one. It is this one. It is this one. Then you should go for update command. Which command? Update. Okay. It is used to change existing row or rows information. Existing row or rows information. Data is stored like this. Okay, like this it is stored. I wanted to change to like this. You have to go for which command? Update. This is not new to you, even if you are a fresher. We go to Aadhaar and we will say, sir, I want to do my mobile number update. What does it mean? They are doing update in the backend. Update, Aadhaar, set mobile number equal to where your Aadhaar number equal to whatever Aadhaar number you have given. Like that, the backend, the command will be executed. If you want to change the data, you should go for command called which one? Update. Which one? Update. No, Arjun. Okay. I have something called delete. Why delete? Hey, Arjun, I am a student. I joined for demo, but I'm not continuing the course. I'm not continuing the course. Then I want to remove your entry. Entry means what? Delete. If I say delete from this table, whatever name you are giving, that record will be deleted. So, so we discussed four commands: create, insert, update, delete. What is the create? It used to define the structure. Insert is to add the data or row or record. Update is to change the data. Delete is to what? Remove the data. Clear, everyone? In depth, I'm going to cover in actual classes. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, Arjun, in this table, you have only, okay, you have only these four columns, Arjun. These four columns. Okay, but now the customer requirement came. You want to have their Aadhaar number also. You want to have their PAN card number also. You want to have their mail ID also. These columns initially was not there. Now I want to have it. You can have it by using alter command. Which command? Alter. What is alter? Alter, altering our house. Okay. It is 1 BHK. You want to alter, make it a 2 BHK. Okay. Your bathroom is small. You want to make a bigger. You'll do what? Alter. This is table is four columns is there. You want to alter to have a extra columns. That's called which command? Alter. Okay, what is syntax of alter, Arjun? Again, it's very simple. Okay, if you go and see here, it will tell. Okay, okay, 1 second. Yeah, alter. If you see here, alter is a DDL command. It is used to add a new column, remove the column, change the data type, change the width property, change the color. It can be anything. You can do with alter table name. If you want to add a new column, add mail, varchar of 20. No, Arjun, I want to add Aadhaar column. You can do add Aadhaar number of 12. Like this, if you run this statement, it will go and add a extra column in the table. But when you're adding, different rules and all will come into the picture that I will tell you. No, Arjun, this column name QUL is not correct, Arjun. It should be qualification. It should give exact one, not the QUL. Oh, or this MOB is not the correct, Arjun. It has to change to contact num. Is possible. That is called rename. Which command? Rename. Rename is used to change the names. It can be table name, it can be column name, it can be anything. You want to change to the structure. You'll go for rename. You go for which one? Rename. No, Arjun. All this data itself, I don't want, Arjun. I want to remove all this data. My table should be there. You should go for truncate. You should go for truncate. What is the syntax? If you see here, truncate, yeah, truncate table name, you'll be keeping. What will do? It will remove all the data from the table. If you run this command call, which one? Truncate. No, Arjun. I want the table should be removed. This table itself, I don't need. I don't need. You can go for which command? Drop. You can go for which command? Drop. So you'll say drop table name. You'll be doing it by using which command? Drop. Okay. So this four is for what? Alter is to what? Change the structure. Rename is to what? Change the name, table name or column name. Truncate is to remove all the data. Drop is to remove data plus table. Everything will go. But truncate means data will go, table will be there. Drop means table plus data, everything will go. I hope you are clear. Now I am telling about commit, rollback. I'll talk about this too. Arjun, what is this one? See, whatever changes you are doing in the database, okay, it should be committed or rollback. Arjun, what does it mean? See, I have done some changes here. If I close this notepad, it is asking what to save, don't save. Save, don't save. What do you mean by save? Save means it's a commit. What do you mean by don't save? It's a rollback. If I click save, this file will be stored in my hard disk, in my system. Later point of time, I can use it. It's a permanent. But don't say means, hey, I did written here, no need to store. It's a temporary. It will remove. This commit is nothing but it's a whatever changes you are done, you want to make it permanent. Commit. Rollback means no. I wanted to revert it. I wanted to revert it. You can go for each one. Rollback. Are you clear till now?
Yes, sir.
See, thanks for the responses. One way I'm hearing all yes. One is happy because whatever I'm telling you are understanding. Okay. Second is I'm thinking you already know. That's why you are silent. But third one is if you don't know, please ask me the doubt. If you're first two, fine. You are already know. That's why you're not having a doubt. Or you don't know, it's very clear. So happy. But if you have a doubt, please ask me. I hope till here clear. Fine. Now, let me go ahead and tell you about grant and revoke. Arjun, what is... Hello? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sorry. Uh, some some network glitch, not sure. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So now I'm going to tell about grant and revoke. Arjun, what is grant and revoke? See, these and all things will be there, but really, are you valid person to perform this command in the company? Someone was telling, I think if it is Sunil or I don't know, okay, they're telling, I'm having a 3 years of experience. I'm working in a support project, okay, with the SQL, Unix and all. See, if you are in support projects, okay, support project, you may not be having a permission to update a record, create a table. You'll not have permission. You'll be doing only select, monitoring part will be doing it. Okay. How they can do that control? Database is same, but I have to restrict the permissions that you can do with a grant and revoke. I can say grant to select on student table to Sunil. That means Sunil can do only select on a student table. But if I say grant update on student table to Bhavana, Bhavana can do update the record, but Sunil cannot do. That kind of permissions, that kind of security we can give with the help of this grant and revoke commands, which is very much needed in the company. We'll have a different teams. Okay, we'll have a developer, we have a support person within a support L1, L2, L3, different teams are all be there. That's why is needed these permissions, grant and revoke. That permission, if you wanted to give, we have to go and run simply grant what you want to give to whom. If you want to take it back, revoke what you want to take from whom. This is to give the permission. This is to take back the permission. Like this syntax will be there. That's called which one? Grant and revoke. The next one we are having is select. What is select, Arjun? See, this select is nothing but now you prepare the data. This table is there, this data is there, everything is there. Now, this data you wanted to use. Use means what? Hey, total how many students are joined for the course? Total how many students are joined for the course? I have to run, select count of stars from table. In this, how many are female students? In that, each qualification wise, how many people are there? Highest qualification people should come first. The data, if I wanted to read it to support my business, understand, you should go for select command. In the select command, we have many things that is called select to, from, where, group by, having, functions, single row functions, multi row functions, conversion functions, joins, subqueries, set operators, okay? And this you leave it, which is purely related to Oracle, not related to data engineer. But here also we'll have, okay, row underscore number, okay, rank, dense rank, okay, that also called OLAP functions, regular expressions. All this will be there as part of which one? Select statement. That will be covered here as part of select statement. If you see now total, okay, if you see now total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What happened? 14, 15. Something extra. Okay, 1 second. Create, insert, delete, alter, rename, truncate, drop, commit, rollback, grant, revoke. Yeah. Grant, revoke came 2 times. Sorry. Yeah. Total be the 13. 2 are missing. Save point, leave it, merge, leave it. Merge I'm going to cover. That's Pakka you'll be using any wherever you go. Okay. I'll be covering in the actual classes, leave it. But this is overall of which one? SQL. Which one? SQL. Now, Arjun, what do you mean by T-SQL, PL-SQL, okay? T-SQL, PL-SQL, R procedure, R function. What do you mean by that one, Arjun? I'll tell you. It's a very easy. Okay? It'll be very easy. Whatever SQL commands you learned, you'll be learning one by one separately. Now, as per your business requirement, you want to combine multiple commands and want to execute one by one. But you will not sit and execute. It has to execute automatically. Then you'll go and keep in the procedure or function. That one only we call as a PL-SQL or T-SQL. What will we do? This is one select statement. This is another select statement. This is another select statement. This is another select statement. I combined everything. I kept between one begin and end. That's called PL-SQL or T-SQL or procedure or function. Arjun, what does it mean? Again, can you repeat? Yes. Combining multiple SQL commands, keeping in one block, and fulfilling your business requirement is called PL-SQL or procedure function. I am taking one example, very basic example, which everyone can understand. If you go to ATM, what you'll be doing? You'll keep your card, you'll enter your PIN, you'll ask what you want, cash withdrawal, how much money? 5,000. You'll be giving these options, correct? Let's say I'm going to ATM, I'm entering my details. This and all is my details. I'm asking 5,000. Can you tell me, ATM will send me 5,000 rupees money or not? ATM will send 5,000 rupees money or not?
If it's available, then it will send.
If it
Otherwise,
is not
not.
available, it not. How does it know whether it's available or not? Usually we'll go when we have some problems to some pandits and say, Baba, tell me something is problem I have. Baba will think and tell with some other thing and he will tell, correct? But how does ATM knows whether you have money or not? There is no Om Beam cream. There is no Maya mantra. Like you, like me, some software engineer written this code. What is the code? Whatever card
Like
number,
bank
PIN
have
number.
the data, right?
Yes. Backend, once you enter, whatever card, whatever PIN you are entering, it will go and check. In their accounts table, do they have entry or not? If the entry is not there, it will say invalid PIN or password. If entry is there, then it will go and check. What are you asking? If you are asking mini statement option, then let me select the latest 7 transaction and print on the paper and give it to you. No, no, no. I'm asking for balance inquiry option. Balance inquiry means let me take the latest row and take the balance amount and show you. No, no, I'm asking for cash withdrawal. Oh, if the user is asking cash withdrawal, get the balance amount, whatever is there. If the balance amount is less than, okay, whatever requested withdrawal amount is there, okay, then show insufficient funds. Your balance amount is at 10,000, you're asking 5,000, then go and send money to mission. Some code will be there. Then update the table with whatever amount it's in that has to subtract. Then do commit. Then send a message to mobile or whatever it is. Then end. What is this one? This update command, you know, it is used to change the data. This select command, you know, which is used to retrieve the data. What we did, the ATM withdrawal business requirement, We combined multiple codes and we kept in one place, we calling as a procedure. But which command when to execute, that we are controlling. That is called control structures. Which structures? Control structures. What do you mean control structures? Which command when to execute, which step when to execute is called control structure. Arjun, you're telling big words. No. How many people are joined here demo? 10 people, let's say. Tell me, all 10 of you, I'm just telling, okay, don't take me wrong. All 10 of you people, will you continue the course for data engineer course with me? All 10 of you pay the money? Hey, come on, Arjun, what you telling? We will pay if demo is good, if 2 more classes are good, if we will pay, okay? If the, what you can say, trainer is good. Yes, I'm just telling, trainer is good, demo is good. Fees is 2 lakh. No, we will not pay if the fees is 2 lakh. Hey, fees is 5,000. Oh, demo is good, trainer is good, fees is 5,000. But classes are midnight, 12 to 1 o'clock. Oh, that timing means I will not join. What you're applying in your mind, you are already applying this control structure. If demo is good, if okay, trainer is good, if fees is within affordable, if class timings is proper, then only you will join the course, right? That is called control structures, nothing else. Arjun, why are you telling that one? Many people will be telling programming means, oh, program means I'll have a fear. Oh, I have a fear. See, program is nothing. Already our brain knows. Our brain knows. I'll make a friendship with this girl, this guy. Okay. If that guy is okay with me, you're applying a control structure. You're applying control structure. That itself is the programming. Once you join the class, daily, you'll be joining the class. That is called loop. What do you mean by loop? Loop means again and again, we have to do something. That's called loop. If you know control structures, if you know loops, there is something called variables, you'll be able to understand the programming. That programming, I am not telling with respect to PLSQL, T-SQL. That programming, if you go to Python, if you go to Shell scripting, if you go to PySpark, wherever you go, if you go to ADF, if you go to Databricks, concept will be same. What are the concept? Variables, parameters, control structures, loops, exceptions. Combining everything, keep it in one place. That we call as a package, that we call as a module. If you go to Python, we call it a module. That's all. We should understand the core concept. The core concept. I'll be going like that, the core concept of that one, so that wherever you go, you'll be able to understand it easily. I hope you understood till here. That one.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So this is all about this one. This is all about this one. Okay. Now I'm going and telling briefly, okay, about this one. Arjun, till here I understood. Till here. But what is this one, Arjun? I'll tell you. What is database you understood, right? Database is nothing but data will be stored. You have HDFC Bank. Listen carefully. You have HDFC Bank. In HDFC Bank, I will go and I will keep my card, or I have phone pay. I will send some 2,000 rupees to, let's say, Chakradhar. That entry they will be keeping in a database that is called OLTP database, online transaction processing. Whatever I am doing, that entry immediately should be stored somewhere. That's called database. That's called OLTP database. But last 15 years, I have account in HDFC. All my transactions, they'll be storing somewhere. They have to store as per RBI guidelines or whatever it is, or to understand what all operation transaction I am doing. Okay, to do that one, that data they'll be keeping in another place called warehouse. That is called OLAP. OLAP. Here it will be there years of data, that can be 1, 2, maybe 10 or 15. I don't know, based upon the requirement. But I have worked on the projects which are having earlier. Okay, healthcare project I was working, actual data warehousing, that are having 10 years of data. Out of 10 years, based upon our requirement, we have to pull whichever data we needed, 3 years or 5 years of data. Different teams will be pulling, and they'll be generating different reports. It can have any years of data. That is called which one? OLAP. Okay. But here it will be there some months, okay? Latest transaction to maybe max to max 6 months or 9 months, okay? Or maybe to 1 year data, here it may be there. This is to support the data, support the business. So databases means it will have what? Same data, but data will be less. But data warehouse means what? Data is same, but we are having what? Many years of data. Why it is required? To understand the business, to support the business. That one only we call the overlap. When you go to data warehouse, we have different terminology called okay, which modeling you are doing, star schema, snowflake schema, what is dimension, what is fact, what is factless fact, okay, what is staging, okay, that all will be there. That all I'm going to cover later point of time. But I'm just telling what we data warehouse at high level. Arjun, we have data. What's big data? Big data is similar to data warehouse. Similar data warehouse are same, but here, okay, till here, what happens is your data. I'll show one thing which you'll understand a little bit. See, again, as I said, this is just a demo. Okay, I cannot cover everything here. Okay, I cannot cover here everything, but I'll try to show you as much as I can, which you'll understand. Okay, you see here, what is this one? See, this is a database, is nothing but it's your laptop, hard disk you can consider, hard disk. It can be Oracle, MySQL, Sybase, SQL Server, anything. Whenever people will do, the data will be stored here. It will be stored in one machine, in one server. But what is big data is nothing but the data warehouse data. That means the 10 years of data, if you're keeping here, like let's say you have a hard disk, you have a RAM. In that, you're keeping 6 months of data. That RAM can process that data easily. But the same hard disk, your hard disk is huge size, and RAM also there 120 GB, whatever it is, 250 GB. But you're keeping here 10 years of data. The 10 years of data in a data warehouse, it has to read, that has to complete by one system resource. Resource means you can say majorly it's like a RAM. It has to complete by using one resource, RAM. That will take a more time to process and everything. Here, the big data is nothing but data is huge. The data don't keep here. Keep it here what? In multiple systems. Multiple systems you keep. Okay. Like let's say 10 years of data is there, like HDFC data. 3 years of data you keep into Arjun mission. 3 years of data you keep to Chakradhar mission. 3 years of data you keep to Bhavana mission. 1 year of data you keep to Sunil mission, let's say. Okay, it will be 3 to 4 missions, it will be there. Or like 5 missions are there. Each mission 2 years, 2 years, 2 years data. Then whenever you need, you will ask, there'll be someone called master. There'll be someone called what? Master. That terminology I'm going to tell you. When you'll be coming and asking this master guy, hey, select a star from HDFC table, transaction table, 10 years of data. This will go and ask, hey, Arjun, you have 2 years of data, give me. Hey, Bhavana, you have 2 years of data, give me. Chakradhar, give me. Sunil, you give me. Bhavana, you give me. It will collect from these people and give it to me. So instead of doing one system work, that work is done by 5 people. That means 5 systems. Each system will process only 2 years of data and will give you. That way, it will do faster. This concept is nothing but your big data and Hadoop. Big data and Hadoop. Okay. Hadoop, what is Hadoop? Hadoop is a framework. Hadoop is a framework. Okay. This framework is having a capability or feature to store the data into multiple systems and to read data from multiple systems. That is called distributed storage, distributed processing. These features are provided by Hadoop framework. Hadoop framework. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, it's just a framework. That framework, who developed, okay, who team is developed. See, that all story, if you want, we can do. That's a Google thing. I'm not telling anything wrong. Okay. See who invented that, all we can tell. The so and so year, so and so guy, this is a problem came. He took so and so document from there, he implemented a later point out say open source. That all I'm not telling. Okay, that all I'm not telling. That may be covered later, or we can Google it and we can. That is a different story. You're getting it, right? I'm just telling what is framework. Why framework is needed? As I said, if you're keeping 10 years of data here, come on, one RAM it has to use and process. That's taking a time. That's a problem I have. To overcome that problem, some guy implemented this framework which can read data from multiple systems, store in multiple systems, and do. That's all. This framework will do that one. But by using this framework, all those things, okay, this is called what? Core Hadoop framework. That's where we have like a scoop, HDFS commands. This all came. Everyone has to use this one. Okay, scoop, woozy. Okay, yeah. There are other things that are Piggu, all those things I'm not talking. But this and all is like you can say open source things. Okay, this framework, all these things are open source thing. This framework, this and all concepts is taken care by some companies called Azure, GCP, Oracle Cloud also we have, AWS. They came up with what? Their own. On top of it, they use these technologies or they use the same concept in the backend. They developed their own softwares. And they're telling, to run these multiple systems, each and everything, you need a capacity. Where will you be keeping all these nodes, all these systems and all? You don't need to manage all these things. You come to me. I have all the systems. I have 1 lakh systems, 2 lakh systems with 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte storage each one. It's having 258 GB RAM process, and it's having network backup, network facility, backup facility, rack, each and everything is having. If something goes wrong, I will give you backup from some other place. That and all is called cloud. What do you make cloud? Is nothing but simple. I'm just telling, boss, if you want to do some work, let's say I'm telling one layman terminology. What is cloud? Let's understand. I'm a farmer. I have 1 acre of land. Listen carefully. I'm a farmer. I have 1 acre of land. For 1 acre of land, how many people is needed for work? Maybe 2 people, 3 people. I can manage easily. Let's say I'm a farmer. I have 100 acres of land. 100 acres of land is needed means maybe daily, I may need 2 to 3 tractors to do some work, 30 to 50 laborers, to do some work, and someday all of I may need 100 people because that day I have to cut something. If I go and involve everything, it will be tough for me. Now I have a people, one Mestri kind of thing is there. She is managing all the labor. She will tell, hey Arjun, whenever you need people, you call me. I'll call her and say, hey, tomorrow I need to, cut these mangoes or pluck that mangoes. I need to do. I need 30 people. Okay, no problem. She will send 30 people tomorrow. What she's doing? She is managing the resources. She's managing the resources. I have very less thing. I'll just call her. She will send me the resources. But she's not sending me the resources easily. To send the 30 people, I need to pay, 33 people amount. The 3 people amount extra, she will take it. Why? Because that hectic she is taking care. What is the hectic? She has to send 30 people for sure. Whom she will send, I don't know. She will tell 30 people. Tomorrow morning, all of a sudden, one girl or one person tell, I'm not feeling well. I'll not come for work today. Then 29 people only will come. If 29 people will come, my work will not complete. I will shout her. What she will do? Oh, if 29 is there, she has to send one more person. That work she will take care. For me, 30 people should be there. Always 30 people should be there, up and running. I need 10 systems. My data is stored 10 systems. If one system goes down, automatically one more system should come up. That system taking backup, restore, everything. I will not worry all those things. That all will be provided by these cloud technologies like Azure, GCP, everything. They will take care of all your infra. If you are going for software, that where we are having a SaaS, PaaS, whatever it is, we're having, software as service or platform as service, infrastructure as service, that all terminology will be there. But what is software? What is platform? I'm going to cover very in depth. What are terminologies will come? what is cluster, what is rack, okay, what is backup, okay, and what you can say. Uh, Sorry, I forgot that word. Okay. Uh, if something goes down, okay, yeah. What all geos are there? If one geo goes down from another geo, sorry, replica, sorry, the replica mechanism, the replica where you'll be keeping within a cluster you'll be keeping, okay, or within another cluster you'll be keeping, within a region you'll be keeping, within a geo you'll be keeping, within a data center you'll be keeping. What do you mean replica? Replica is nothing but, hey, okay, for replica also I'll tell you something. Okay, everyone knows if you want to lock your house door, you'll be buying one lock, correct? They'll be giving one lock, that key, one key they'll be giving, or more than one key they'll be giving. One key or more than one key?
More than one key.
Why more than one key is required?
If one is lost, then you can use another.
Okay, fine. Now I give like a 3 keys, one lock. Okay, 2 keys, one key should be there with you. The remaining 2 keys where you'll keep? If one goes lost, remaining 2 will be used, right? One you will be using, remaining 2 keys where you'll be keeping?
We'll
Where you'll
keep
be keeping?
somewhere in the you'll keep somewhere in the house.
In the house means if you lost the key, then how will you enter inside the house? You are getting?
Yeah, correct.
Many people will do, okay? Many people will do, you'll be keeping it inside the key, but that not work out, right? Actually, they give 3 for replica. One goes, remain 2 will be there. That 2 should be kept, one outside the house, maybe within your same village. Same village. Your neighbor, your relative you're keeping, that you're keeping in the same, that's within data center. But one you'll be keeping your in-laws place, that means some other place. That's called what? Another geo or another region. Like that replica will be managed. I'm giving one data to you, and you're keeping in one system that is there in a Hyderabad, but that is there in a Chennai. Due to some floods, okay, due to something, the data center is closed. It's nothing is working. Then what will happen? I cannot support my business. The same data they'll be keeping, okay, in Hyderabad location. If the Chennai one is not working, my query will pull data from Hyderabad. That kind of configurations, each and everything we can do in the cloud. Is it clear?
Yes.
So I'm not telling depth because we'll discuss. Okay, I'm just telling high level. Okay, all the configuration, each and everything we can do, we can get the systems, we can use it, we can pay how much you use it, each and everything will be there. We'll discuss. Then what is data engineering? See, data engineering is nothing but simple. They'll send the data, we'll process the data, and we will give it for some usage purpose. That is for reporting or whatever it is. This is already there. Many years it is there. That one only we call the data warehousing, report, and everything. But earlier, the data was stored in one system. Now it's stored in multiple systems. Since data is stored in multiple systems, the technology stack is changed. Reading from one system, reading for multiple systems is different. The technology stack is changed. Okay, that's where this PySpark came into the picture. PySpark canal came, which will read data from multiple systems, performance, all these things came. The technology stack is changed, but the concepts will be same. Concepts will be same. Okay, that will be discussing. As for the data engineering, also will be doing the same. Data will come from different sources. We have to clean it. We have to transform it. We have to aggregate it, and we have to provide a security mechanism, and we have to give to someone else. Someone else will be using that data. That's for reporting or whatever it is. What is the responsibility of data engineering? Same as we said. Okay, as a data engineer, okay, we should know from which and all source data is coming. What is the source? From where it is coming? How frequently is coming? How many columns are coming? How the structure is stored? Okay, based upon that one, you have to define your tables. You have to define the pipelines. Okay, you have to write that to Spark codes or whatever it is. That all will be doing it. To do that one only, we need this skill set. This skill set. Okay, what is skill set? Is nothing but, okay, SQL you should know, must and should. Linux or Unix commands. Arjun, why Linux, Unix commands? What is Linux first? It's operating system. Wherever you go, okay, most of the times, okay, your what you can say, all the clouds, their systems and all will they'll have which one? Linux operating system will be there. If they have a Linux operating system, you cannot with the GUI. It's not a what you can say Windows operating system. You should perform some Unix commands. CP, PWD, MKDIR, grep, find, VI, some commands you have to perform. That will be covered. Then you should know what is data warehousing, what is ETL, what is data modeling. Then we'll be discussing what is big data, what is Hadoop, what is Hive, then what is cloud and the terminologies. Then Python basic. Why Python is required? Because PySpark, if you want to, you should know Python. But what is Python, Arjun? It's the same. Whatever I covered while covering that ATM withdrawal procedure, Python also will have something called variables, something called control structures, something called loops, and it will have how to read data from the file, how to write to the data into the file, okay? How we can do different. At the end, right, it will be like some programming language, which will be covered, whatever basics, okay, or advanced level, which is required for the PySpark, which is required for which one? PySpark will be covered, and PySpark will be covered here. Then if you know till here, then these three will be, I am telling, these three will be discussed Azure cloud. Okay, but what is Databricks? See, Databricks is nothing but again, whatever we discussed here, here will be showing it practically. That is nothing but Azure Databricks. We can go and configure the clusters. Okay, how many node clusters? We can create the notebooks. Inside the notebooks, we can write the PySpark code. But what is PySpark code now will be discussed here. Then the PySpark code, we can go and run the Databricks. Okay, we can create the clusters, we can run the PySpark code. Okay, we can create the notebooks, we can share the notebooks. Notebooks can have a parameterized notebooks we can create. That all we'll see here. This is used to do data processing. Okay, like a transformations, because data is huge. That all you want to process by using Spark cluster and everything. That code all we can write here. What is data factory? Data factory is nothing but your ETL tool like SSIS and all. Whatever data is there, one source for another source, we want to copy paste. That all we can do. Okay, what copy from one source, load it to another source. Copy from Snowflake, load it to ADLS. Copy from ADLS, load it to Snowflake. Okay, something you can create the pipelines. Okay, and we can run the pipelines. We can schedule the pipelines. Okay, that all we can do. What is Synopsys? Synopsys is like your end database where final clean data and all will be keeping here. It will be used for reporting purpose. It will be used for which purpose? Reporting purpose, analytical purpose. And what is the CI/CD pipeline and all? It's like a Git. Okay, your Git and all, what and all we are doing, we have to maintain the version control tool. Okay, to have our backup or recovery, each and everything, we have to manage. For that purpose, we'll be discussing CI/CD pipeline. Then interview questions will be discussed while covering these concepts only. I kept as 11th concept, but for each concept, will be discussed interview questions, each and everything. This is, I can say, overall. Okay. Coming to interview perspective, what I can tell is this is my personal experience. I can tell. Okay. Whatever I have seen. Some questions will be there SQL. Some questions will be there in a Python. Some questions will be there in a PySpark. Then cloud. Okay. Then they'll ask about ADB, ADF. Okay. Synopsys 1, 2 questions. And they will ask about some performance tuning related questions. Okay. That is nothing but how you can do this cache, persistence, how you implement the performance tuning, what is jet ordering. Like that, they may question some of the question. And they may ask about size of your data. Like that, ask. Interview wise, will prepare. Working wise, also it will be easy. Okay. But I have seen the pattern. Okay. This is what I have seen, which will be covered everything. Coming to Unix commands and all, there and here someone is asking, not asking. And coming to Airflow, one is the Airflow. It's orchestration tool. Okay. They'll be asking this one also Airflow. Actually, why they'll be asking Airflow? Okay. Airflow is one of the orchestration tool. If they are using the old Hadoop one, all those things, okay, are the still they may be continuing, okay, that orchestration tool and all. Based upon this one also, some special job profiles and all will be there. Even if you go and check portal and all now free, and if you go and check, you will see an Airflow and all also. I'll try to cover a little bit about Airflow, or I will guide you, okay, where you can check this Airflow, some YouTube videos or whatever it is that help you so that you can add that Airflow also in your resume. This is I can say overall, which I wanted to cover. This course content already Subhash might have shared, otherwise I will share. Okay. It is not only this one. If you feel anything else, okay, is missing or something, you can ask me if you are interested. Okay. If you, something is missing, I will see if I know that one, I'll be able to tell. Like let's say, okay, if I don't know, I'll be telling that part I don't know, I did not work. I can tell in that way. But with this, you can go ahead and do. Arjun, who can learn this one? As I said, anyone who is no SQL, PLSQL working, you can move to this one easily. Any data set you can move. If you don't know also, you can move. I think starting from 2 years also, calls are there for this one, 1.5, 2 years, till maybe 10, 12 years and all also, you can go. That's all. If you have any questions, let me know. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Nothing from my side.
Everyone? Let me stop the recording.